One of the things I love about having experts on my channel is they really talk about what's going on today. These folks aren't theoretical. They're talking about what they are actually doing. What we're going to hear from Omar Alfaro today is about a 1031 exchange where he's selling one and moving into a triplex. And we are also going to celebrate him moving into a very, very nice home. Omar, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. What's up, Michael?
Hey, man, let's not forget, I want to get this on video. So I've released a brand new website called onerentalatatime.com. The big thing I've done there is I've featured a section called Meet the Millionaires. So I need your bio. I need your headshot, and I need some information from you.
I got that email. I was waiting for it. I haven't pulled up. I've been completely detached, obviously moving in, moving, trucks, this, that, and the other. But yes, you're right. The bio, the photo. I'll send that all out here in the next,
I just want to let you know that you are an important part of my universe, and I want to celebrate you as you should on my website. But before we get, let's get on from that. Let's talk about this 1031 exchange you were doing. What are you selling? What are you buying?
Okay, so a while back, I bought a property, and it wasn't an alligator. It was a great buy, eviction, 10 months, 11 months, 12 months, got them out, no payments, fixed up the property. About to rent it out, and there's a pipe bursted, flooded the whole place when the tenants were there, or when we were showing the tenants, water was coming out of the front door. Obviously, we didn't rent it. Yeah, we chopped it all out, did the insurance claim. I haven't received the check yet from the insurance company, but then I sat back and I was doing the math. I'm like, okay, this is a property that I cost segregated. As well, so it saved me a good chunk. Okay, but then it's like if I sell it, I'm going to pay the recapture.
Yeah.
So I'm 1031 exchanging it, and at the time, I locked up another triplex. And
nice. Same seller? Triplex, just curious. Just same seller as the last one. Okay.
No, someone different.
That's right.
And this triplex is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath full house in the back. Okay. And then a duplex in the front that's a 2-2 with a garage. And for $175,000 a door, phenomenal, right? It's a steal. And so now I negotiated with the seller. Anyways, the first 2 units, the duplexes, are going to become vacant immediately, like tomorrow or Thursday when I close. The back house, we negotiated with the seller for her to stay there for a couple months, no problem. But at least the asset's going to close. But check this out. That property that I'm 1031 exchanging into the replacement, I won't be paying any capital gains on it, right? Because it's all going to the other side. I got a DSCR loan for the triplex. The rate's kind of shitty, obviously, but I mean, still but I'm closing it, and there is a positive cash flow of $200 on the duplex. So the minute I rent out that duplex, 1,700, 18 and 18, probably more than that because it's a 2-2 with the garage.
Right.
I'll be positive cash flow on that. Plus, when the lady leaves, the seller, that is a $2,500 rent. So
let me kind of break this down for folks. So you're moving a bunch of equity from asset 1 that you're selling into asset 2, the triplex.
Correct.
You're putting down so much, you have so much equity rolling. That's part of the 1031 exchange that even with a high rate on a DSCR loan, which could be 8, 9, 10%, right? They're pretty high today.
Right.
You're still going to break even. $200 cash flow on a duplex is break even to me. You're breaking even on the duplex, but the cherry on top is you got 2,000 or 2,200 sitting behind you once the owner moves out, which is part of the contract. I see no downside with that because again, what's going to happen over the next 2 years? Let's say 2 years. You're going to get a chance to remodel the 2 units, put tenants in, break even. That seller will eventually move out, 90 days, 4 months, whatever it is. You'll put somebody in. And then, oh, by the way, I have a very strong suspicion and a high likelihood that sometime in the next 2 years, the next 3 years, you'll refi out of that 9% DSCR into a 6% investment loan. And that's 3% to the good side. And, oh, by the way, when you do your refi, I have a very strong suspicion, you will do a cash out refi. and get some money out because a loan is not taxable, and you will lower your payment all along the way. So I see exactly what you were doing, and I think it is wonderful.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting and stressful, going from one door to three doors, on this particular transaction. But this is the other thing. Did you know, and I'm sure you have, maybe you can help me understand this as well.
Sure.
I'm doing a 1031 exchange. I just was on the phone with the accommodator. And I am creating a management fee invoice because obviously my purchase price or my selling price was 4. My purchase price is 550, right, for the triplex. So we're good there, but we got to exhaust all the funds, right, from the sale. So there was a huge amount of difference that I didn't need to bring in, right? I'm putting down 170,000
equity. Yeah.
Big
chunk of equity. Yeah. Goes from 1 to 2. Yep.
And my question to you, and I just figured this out. You can create a management fee and invoice that gets paid from the sale, so you can utilize it as a cost, right? And I can retain some of the capital and not get taxed.
Essentially what you're doing, to kind of break it down for the average folks, is you're paying commission on the sale and the purchase. You're calling it a fee. You can call it whatever you want. There's transaction fees that can be legally included on the sale or the the statement. Now that's going to be taxable income for wherever, like the agent or whoever's doing that. That fee is taxable, but as ordinary income. But yeah, I guess you're reducing the equity going from A to B in that scenario.
Because then at that point, if we only use 170, Michael, of the sale, let's say it's 220, okay? 220 coming in from the sale. 170 or 170 is going to the purchase. Where's that difference of 50,000? It comes back to me.
Well, no, hold on. So if you're going to be doing a 1031 exchange, this is my understanding, having done about a dozen of them.
Okay.
So let's say the equity from the sale of the house is 200, and let's say the new asset only needs 150.
Okay.
So you're sitting there. So as I understand it, having done them, you would be rolling the full 200 over into the new asset. Minus transaction fees and escrows and all of that. Now, one of two things could happen. What I did in the past is I just got a smaller loan, right? So instead of getting a loan because I only needed 150, I moved over 200. I got a smaller loan, so my payment goes down. I suppose you can either add fees. These are things I've never done, but it makes logical sense. Or two, you can have the loan proceed be more than it's worth, and you get a check from escrow. Again, I am not an accommodator. I don't know how all of this works. I can only tell you my experience. I would be a little bit careful. But yeah, you can pay transaction fees during multiple escrows, right? You have an escrow here and an escrow here. And, I don't remember bringing any dollars to any of my escrows. I could be wrong. It's been a long time. But yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, the other thing is just get a smaller loan, which, at a high DSCR loan, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's probably not. But this is the thing. I would have to redraw docs for a lower loan amount. And then, which, and then we have a seller on the other end that's like, hey,
well, you can close, have the extra, you could, again, talk to the accommodator. This is not my world, that's theirs. Tell again, you're going to have an escrow statement that says the lender owes 176. Oh my God, the lender sent 200. Well, I get the 24 or whatever the math says.
Oh, the overage. Got it. I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not my thing. Yeah.
Because I was going down that road first to overfund it. Yeah. Right.
So again, definitely, this is why the accommodators are a thing, right? The 1031 exchange. Again, when in doubt, clearly communicate and ask for advice. This is not my area. Yeah. Right. But hey, let's switch gears. Cool. Okay. You did a walkthrough video on my channel. Again, folks, you can go back and look at the playlist called Omar. It is an estate. It is massive. It is a backyard to dream of. I want to acknowledge, because you and I have been together a long time. I just want to tell you that your dad would be so proud of what you just did for your family. I've been there in our first interview where you were talking about all the things your dad gave you and the discipline. I was there for you when that time came. I know how much he meant to you and your family. I just want to tell you right now, your dad's looking down on you, going, "You did good, kid." So
That's cool.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that, Michael. No, I really do. And it was yeah, it's heavy, man. It's heavy for sure. And last night was cool. It's Gianna's birthday. She turned
her
3
third
yesterday.
birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole family was here. It was a good time. Boxes are everywhere in the rooms and stuff because we're
it's a big house. You
yet.
don't even see the boxes, man.
But still, it was it's crazy. Yesterday was like windy. It was just because it's the desert, right?
Yeah.
So windy and everything else. And today, beautiful. I'm like, what happened yesterday? Like it should have been perfect yesterday. But all good. But yeah, nonetheless, moved in. Looking forward to having a good.
Do you think this might be your forever home? And I'll call it forever home for you. No? Okay.
No.
What do you think? 5 years? 10 years? What are you thinking?
Probably less than that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And the reason being
you just got to keep moving around, man. You just got to keep moving and grooving.
I went from 12 years, my first house, to 6 years to the other house that we moved from, and then this house. So I don't know. I mean, obviously a couple years here, yeah. But this is the thing. This is the investment that will probably set up a really big move.
Okay.
Somewhere to either Costa Mesa, which is Orange County, and be closer to things, the beach and stuff like that. Or who knows? Or I'm not sure what the future will hold, but
yeah, I can guarantee that. Well, I don't guarantee. I strongly suggest you stay there at least 2 years as your primary residence.
Of course,
because you get to take up to, as a married couple, up to $500,000 tax free, and there's actually legislation out there that might raise that to $1 million. Again, it's only a proposal at this time. So I strongly suggest at least 2 years, Omar. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 years as a principal residence, primary residence. Yes. So, yeah, I mean that's what we're gonna end up doing, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's gonna be cool, but the coolest part, I'll share with this real quick with you here, Michael. The property that I left, I didn't sell.
Okay.
Which I mean, it appraised for 900, and I owed 305. So I ended up doing a all-in-one loan, which is a first credit line. So it took care of it, and it's only based on cash flow, right? So when I rent out the property, the 4K, $4,500 I rented out, plus an additional $4 or $5 grand of other cash flow that I'm going to be using it for this all-in-one loan, right? So as the balance goes down, I'm able to write checks for other houses, flip, not make the payments. Yes. So this is the cool part. If I do not use the money and I just push it towards that property, it pays off in 2 years.
Oh, there you go.
2 years because of cash flow, right?
Sure.
Because it's compounded. It's the interest is paid daily. Or I'm sorry, it's calculated on a daily basis.
Okay.
Where normal loans are all heavy up front of interest and then principal. This is opposite. This is principal. So it pays it down so much faster.
Way fast. Wow.
And
that's cool.
I've never been, this is the second one I've done. The first one just initiated, which was on Camellia and Costa Mesa. So in essence, I'm going to have these credit lines that I'm going to be able to do things with based on cash flow coming in, using it as a checking account. So I did not sell the other asset.
Nice.
I'm using it. I'm leveraging that house as like a catapult to go buy another 40 units.
Omar, this is why you're the man. This is why you're on the channel. Don't forget, you're going to be part of OneRentalAtATime.com. I need the headshot bio, a couple book recommendations.
I will.
Where can people find you?
Guys, follow me on IG, Invest with Omar, or go to my website, omarfarr.com.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you.